Should you make your own Christmas wreath, or should you just buy it at the grocery store? Is it going to be cheaper to make it yourself, or is it going to be prettier just to buy one pre-made? Welcome back. My name is Gema, and on my channel I bake and craft everything on my dessert tables. If you would like to learn how you can set up beautiful dessert tables for your family, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you get notified every single time I post another video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my experience of how I'm going to be creating a beautiful red and green Christmas wreath, and I hope it's going to help you guys decide whether it's worth it to make your wreath or to buy a wreath. Let's start crafting. For this project, I do have my fluffy wreath here. I did buy extra garland and twist ties because I am going to be making it a little bit more fluffier. I'm going to be using my glue gun and glue stick to glue all of my decorations together. And here are all the decorations from the dollar store. So this is a really old wreath. This is actually my sister's wreath from over 10 years ago that I made for her. And when she hung it on her door, I was like, oh my God, this wreath is looking so sad. So I told her, you know what, I'm taking your wreath and I'm going to be redecorating it. So I took everything out, all the old decorations out, and now I'm going to be putting new decorations. But I actually want this wreath to be a little bit more fluffier. So I bought this extra garland from the dollar store, and I just kind of like separated it a little bit like this, right? To fluffen it up. But with this one, I kind of actually want to flatten it as much as possible. Bring the branches to the sides and flatten it in the center. Okay, so right now it's quite flat. Now I'm going to add this extra garland here. This is going to make it a lot more puffier. And using these zip ties, I'm going to attach it so it's really nice and secure. On the end here, I'm going to create a little loop because I don't want this sharp thing coming out. So I want to kind of twist it so that it's a circle. Now it's no longer sharp and dangerous. And then using my zip tie, I'm going to attach it to the wire underneath. So I've zip tied the extra garlands and it's really, really well secured. Now I'm going to start fluffing up my wreath. So I've fluffed up my wreath. Now it's time to start decorating it. Now it's really important, I want this wreath to last. It's really important to reinforce all of your decorations. These are from the dollar store, so these things are going to come off. They're going to separate from each other. So just tug at them, make sure that everything is nice and secure. And this came off easily, so I'm going to glue it using a glue gun. What's going to make my wreath really beautiful is to be able to evenly distribute all of my decorations. The poinsettias that I got, it came in a set of 3, so I want to distribute them evenly like this. I'm going to make sure. Okay, so now I'm going to start gluing them. So I'm going to be putting, a really decent amount of glue on this stick here. This is kind of the idea that I want to do to decorate my wreath, and that's why I love buying decorations in different sizes and different finishes, so I can be able to make something pretty like that. Now, there is no right or wrong way to make a wreath. The most important thing is that you have fun. And I do want this wreath to last a really long time, so I want to make sure to reinforce all of my decorations before I use them. So I'm going to glue all the little pieces that are separate. So I have my decorations exactly where I think I want them. I am going to place my balls a little bit more evenly color-wise. Right now I just kind of scattered them everywhere, but I will make sure to evenly distribute the colors all the way around while I'm gluing them. So I'm going to take a picture of my wreath, and I'm going to start gluing my decorations, and I'm going to try to glue them as close to the picture as possible. For the Christmas decorations, I did sack strap it so it's nice and secure. But for my Christmas balls, I'm just going to use glue, and it's going to be more than enough. Okay. You want to put a decent amount of glue onto your Christmas balls. And then just secure it in. So my wreath is almost done. I'm going to continue finishing adding all the rest of the balls that I have. And then just making sure that everything is secured in place. Now you do need a full bag of glue just to make sure you have enough. I do put quite a bit of glue, and when I was trying to reposition some of them, they were actually really hard to take off. So you know, using dollar store glue and a glue gun from the dollar store is going to be more than enough. The last wreath that I made for my sister, it was 15 years old, and it lasted a long time, but I wanted to update it because the decorations were so outdated, and I wanted to be able to enjoy a really beautiful, I want my nephews to be able to enjoy a really beautiful wreath every time they come home. So yeah. So I'm so happy to have made this Christmas wreath for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the process. Don't miss out on reading my blog. I love, writing about my experiences creating my wreaths, and there's going to be lots more details on, the actual cost, how long it took me to find these decorations at so many different dollar stores. So definitely give you more insight onto whether or not, it is easy to make your wreath, or if it's just easier just to buy it at the grocery store. And there's going to be lots more extra tips in my blog, so don't miss that out, and the link will be in the description below. So if somebody was to ask me, is it worth it to make your wreath? My honest opinion would be, if you enjoy crafting and you have the patience, and you love seeing your creations at home, I would say for sure. But don't, I would recommend not to make the wreath thinking that it's going to be cheaper, because a lot of the times it is not cheaper to make your own wreath. But I know, I love making wreaths, and at the end of the day, I prefer my wreaths rather than the ones at the stores, and I can customize it to match my home. The one that I made last year is green and turquoise, and my entire house is green and turquoise. So that's the nice thing about making it yourself. You can customize it to your own liking. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give my video a thumbs up and support my channel by subscribing. Until next time, guys, happy baking and crafting. Bye!